Hi, I'm Lauren McGow. Welcome to the Grammy Go Show, where we inspire meaningful lives by understanding our role as grandparents. This is the Grammy Go Show. Welcome to the Grammy Go Show, where we inspire and promote meaningful lives by understanding our role as grandparents. I want to talk about us being there for our grandchildren and how our reactions and how the way we respond to them and tend to them affects their lives indefinitely. So we need to be careful and be attentive to how we interact with them because they're impressionable and our interactions will last forever with them. And some examples of that might be a tragedy in the family. Tragedies are terrible. They're not planned, and we have to be prepared and mindful that however we react to the situation directly affects our grandchildren. A happy moment would be we're having a new grandchild. They're going to be in our life forever, so we have to give them some positive things, to build on and pass things on to their children. Another way of getting involved would be by default. And that would be where it's something that you really didn't want. You may have had to put your plan on hold to support your child through a drug addiction or whatever the case may be. And you may have a little bit of resentment, but we don't want to make the child feel that way. So we're going to talk about a few of those things today. Keeping in mind all of these different ways we're blessed with our grandchildren, we have to keep thinking we impact their lives and we have to give a positive influence. It's not their fault that they came into our life at a time where we weren't prepared. We have to make a smooth transition for them, a stable environment for them. We can't be angry with them because of the circumstances. And if we're happy about it, that's a blessing. Just pass on the happiness to the next person. Just so that you know, I have had friends who are in these various situations and they've really impacted their lives. But on one note, it was very, very stressful. It was something that they had to all of a sudden, be faced with. But they made it through. One young lady, she had to start raising her granddaughter. She was in the middle of her career, her real estate career. Today, she's one of the top sales people in this area in San Diego County. Another friend of mine, he missed out on so much of his grandchildren because he had an addiction. And now he's changed. He wants to get back involved in their lives. So he's going through the process of that with his children, who he disappointed. But we have to make room. We have to open our hearts and give people another chance. The tragedy of somebody having to raise children because of a death, I can't speak to that. I really don't know or can't imagine having to do that. But just thinking that would be my grandchild from my child that I lost would just automatically want me to do everything that I could to make that child have a happy life in the absence of their parent. So I know that was a lot, but that's what we deal with when we have grandchildren. They bring joy to our life. They don't ask to be born. They're here as a blessing. And if we can get involved in any way as grandparents, I know sometimes we're tired and we're worn out, but just remember what we can do is for the benefit of our grandchildren to make them better people. Just get involved. Reach out. If you're involved in any of those types of situations, your child had a drug addiction, you have grandchildren, that maybe the great-grandmother is stepping up and the grandparents want to get involved, give them a phone call. Give them a chance. Everybody deserves a second chance. If you happen to have a personal situation similar to the one that we talked about, and you'd like to share it with us, send it to my email, and we can discuss it and possibly share it with someone else who may be going through the same thing. The point of all of this is the grandchildren need us. And we're all going through many different things that directly affect their lives. And that's where we all can come together and make sure they're getting what they need to be successful in life. And now for my favorite part of the show, the Grammy Go montage, where you get a chance to see what I've been up to with my grandkids all week long. You ready? Here we go. Welcome to the Grammy Go show. Today we are here with Great Grammy and Janiyah. What you been doing with these kids all day, Mom?
Watching TV. What do you think?
Watching TV. I mean, not all day, for about an hour.
And eating candy. My sugar babies.
Welcome to the Grammy Go show. We're out here at Kobe Swap Meet and we're gonna have some fun.
It's probably spelled backwards.
Is it spelled backwards? We're out here at Kobe Swap Meet. These guys are looking at stuff, having a good time. I'm looking for a umbrella.
If I give her $1, can you give me $1 back?
Yes, I will. Your sister needs to borrow. How much are they? $5. You see any you like? You know your ears are funny. You need to have real stuff. Hey, here we are. We're all enjoying this beautiful breakfast Riley made. We're now in Rosarito, Mexico on vacation. Riley, this is really a beautiful spread. Thank you very much for making breakfast for us. Peace out. Peace. All I can say is these grandchildren are helping me to get myself in shape before the summertime comes. And now it's time for Questions from Abroad, where I ask you questions and I read your answer on air. First question. What makes you proud of your grandchildren? Claudia McCain of San Diego, California says, the way they respect me as their grandmother. She said she's proud of her grandkids because they don't have to be asked to pick up their mess. And she hears her parents and me complain about that often. That's a nice one. Kevin Anderson, Los Angeles, California, one of my followers, says he's proud to get the chance to share the gospel with them, and they're responsive to it. That's very nice. Cynthia Bedford of Sacramento says that she's proud of her granddaughter because she struggled with being made fun of, and now she's voted most likely to succeed in high school. Now that's awesome. That's a difficult challenge, and she met her challenge. That's something to be very proud of. Thank you for that, Cynthia. Question number 2. Have you set up a fund or encouraged your grandchild to save money? I didn't have any answers to this question, but I do have a couple things to say. In my family, on birthdays and Christmas, the children get a bank and they fill up the bank with all their coins and monies from their birthdays or their special events. When the bank is full, they get another bank. These kids have 8 to 10 banks full. Also, my Uncle Archie used to tell me, even if you can't save anything, if you save $5, you can have some savings. That's what I teach my grandchildren. Thank you all for your responses. I appreciate it very much. Remember to follow me on Facebook and Instagram if you'd like me to read your answers on air. To wrap up today's show, I'd like to leave you with these thoughts. No matter what the circumstance is of how you became intertwined in your grandchildren's lives, be it through traditional means, through a tragedy, or through default by something that happened with your grown children where you had to step in, no matter what, the purpose of us living meaningful lives is to make sure that we care for our grandchildren. They didn't have a choice. They are a blessing, and we have to all work together to make sure they are safe and secure and happy. So until the next time, see you later. This is the Grammy Go Show.